What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Erynn. So back, because if you didn't know, now you know. And if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Okay, so the top of my head is cut off, so let's back up something. As y'all can see, I'm like in a new area of my house. Y'all probably like, what is that? I'm in the living room. My son is actually behind me, this little bed, and then I'm using my pink covers. So don't be like, why you using pink? He not a girl. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. That's that splat. That's that splat. Okay, but today I'm doing my labor. Well, I'm going to attempt to do my labor and delivery story. And I say attempt because my camera finna die. And I really don't feel like making a part 2. I'm not 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 making, because I always tell you I'm gonna make a part 2 or something and I never make a part 2. So we just gonna try to breeze through it, let y'all know how a bitch almost died. And yeah. Okay, so why my neck look black, y'all, but my neck is not black. Like, if y'all know, y'all know. Well, y'all don't know, but if y'all know me, y'all know that y'all probably would know if you whatever. So my original due date was July 1st, and automatically my OB told me that I was considered high risk because I had high blood pressure my whole pregnancy. Remind y'all, I never had high blood pressure. Like, my mom and my grandma got high blood pressure, but my blood pressure was always like, every time I had like a checkup or appointment, they'd be like, you know, when they check your blood pressure, they'll always be like, perfect. Book, what's it called? I forgot what it's called, like book blood pressure. Like, I don't know, it was just always perfect. So when I got pregnant and they told me that my blood pressure was like high, and they got to asking, is your blood pressure always high? That, like, it didn't scare me because, like I said, my blood pressure was never high, so I didn't really know the cons. I need to whisper because I was really loud and my son is like, if he wake up, this ain't that name. This. Yeah, so they already told me that I was high risk. So every checkup I went to, my blood pressure was always high. So my OB told me, we're gonna induce you at 37 weeks. So right from the jump, I mean, I wasn't sad, but like, when I first got pregnant, I was like, oh, I hope I make it to 40 weeks. It's 40 weeks, right? Yeah, like, I hope I make it. Like, I want to deliver him on his due date, because if y'all don't know, which y'all should know, my birthday is the 4th of July. And the fact that his due date was July 1st, I wanted to have him, you know, July 1st, or pushing to have him July 4th. Like, I think the goal was to have him on my birthday. That really was the goal. So when they said they was inducing me at 37 weeks, I'm just like, wait, that's not the plan. In 37 weeks, that's June. Well, okay. So the first date they gave me was June 10th. June 9th. They told me June 9th that they were gonna induce me, and then they were gonna induce me June 8th that night, and then, you know, deliver him June 9th. So I'm like, cool, whatever. And then as time, you know, went by, I don't know if y'all want me to tell like my pregnancy experience, because that's a whole nother story. Just let me know. Like, I will if y'all want me to, but that's not what this video is about. We talking about what actually went down in the delivery room. So time went by, and at my that was not my last appointment, I'm lying. At my third to last appointment, my blood pressure was so high that they sent me to the emergency room. Like, they wanted me to be monitored. Y'all get the gist. They wanted to monitor me, and they was like, I don't know what they said. I honestly don't remember, y'all. Like, my baby, today is September 10th. My baby would be 3 months September 15th. So this happened 3 months ago. So I really can't. But basically, my blood pressure was really high at that appointment. So they wanted to make sure I didn't have preeclampsia, right? Yeah. So they had me go to the ER. They monitored me, and everything looked good. I didn't have preeclampsia. So they sent me home. But if I did have preeclampsia, they said they was gonna deliver him at 35 weeks. So I'm just like, oh, and remind y'all, 35, my baby shower was when I was 35 weeks. So every Thursday I turned a week, right? My baby shower was that Saturday. So if they would have delivered him before my baby shower, life would have been over. As if y'all don't, I'm gonna insert a picture right here. My baby shower was the baby shower of the year. Like, let's talk about it. But so they ended up telling me that they didn't have to deliver him at 35 weeks, which I was so happy because life would have been over, like I said, if I couldn't have my baby shower, because I already had my dress, I already paid for decorations, food, like everything was everything. So June 14th came, and that was the day I had to go to the hospital. So June 14th, that night, I had to stay at the hospital so they could monitor me. And then June 15th is when they induced me. So we got to the hospital. Everything was cool. I don't think I was nervous. It was me and my boyfriend. At the time, you could only have one guest, I think, or two. I know my mom came on the 15th, but that night on the 14th, it was just me and my boyfriend. Like I said, I don't think I was nervous. I was just anxious. I don't think that was the same. But June 14th, we got there around 7:30 that night, and I don't think I slept at all. Like, they came in every hour for one. After 12, I couldn't eat anything, so the last thing I ate was, my mom ordered us pizza because she came to my house June 14th, and then we had pizza here, and then that's when me and my boyfriend left to go to the hospital. So I bought hella snacks because I'm like, I'm gonna eat all these snacks before it's 12 o'clock, so I won't be hungry. But I couldn't eat much. Like, it's not because I was nervous. I think I don't know what I was, but I didn't eat as much snacks. I know when 12 o'clock hit, I wish I would have ate some snacks. Like, they was like, no food, you can eat ice, popsicles, water, stuff like that. So I know I kept asking for popsicles, and I kept asking for ice chips. So June 15th came. Early that morning around 8:30, that's when my mom came to the hospital. And I know I kept eating popsicles, like I said, ice chips. I was fine. They kept looking at the screen. It was like, you're contracting, do you feel that? And I was like, no, like I don't feel anything. I feel him moving around, but I don't feel, you know, like I don't feel me contracting. So they gave me something. I'm not really familiar with the pregnancy terms, because my pregnancy wasn't this and that wasn't that. So, but like I said, that's another story time. They gave me something to speed up the process. I forgot what it's called though. If y'all know, comment, but I don't remember what it's called. Baby, that's when I started feeling them contractions. Like, I couldn't even talk. My mom, my boyfriend having a good old conversation. I'm like I could not talk. I was just so irritated. Like, contracting is, and before, I always ask my friends that has babies, how does it feel to contract? Like, I need to know. They're like, it's 10 times worse than a period. And I'm like, whatever, because I have a high tolerance for pain. No, it's definitely, ooh, like, I was in so much pain. I kept saying, I'm not gonna get a epidural until I'm like, you know, closer to, you know. Baby, I got my epidural, I think it was around 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock. It was 10 o'clock because I told my mom, I said at 11 o'clock I'm gonna ask for an epidural. But I couldn't even wait till 11 o'clock. Like, them contractions was hurting so bad. So yeah, I couldn't even wait till 11 o'clock. So I told the nurse, yeah, I want the epidural. So the nurse man, whatever, he came in, gave me the epidural. You know when people be like, the epidural don't hurt? I have a high tolerance for pain, and the epidural, I can still feel it. Like, thinking about it, ooh, I didn't like the epidural. Like, it felt like somebody's moving a block in your back. Like, and then only one person could be in the room. So At the time, I'm contracting. I don't care. They asked my mom, asking me, who you want, me or Bryce? And I'm telling him, I don't care. Y'all pick and choose. And then my boyfriend was like, well, since you the mom, you can stay. And then I'm like, whatever. Like, hurry up. So he left. My mom stayed. They give me an epidural. I was in so much pain. You gotta like bend over and like hold a pillow and hold your head down and like breathe. It was just too much. So they gave me the epidural. And after the epidural, baby, I was fine. Like, I didn't feel no contractions. I was good. We was good to go. Like we good to go. I was eating my popsicle, eating my ice chips, laughing, talking to my mom, talking to my boyfriend, text. Like, I'm good. I'm like, I think I was 4 or 5 centimeters dilated after I got my epidural. So I'm like, at this point, we just waiting now. We just waiting for showtime. So everything coke and steady. We all chilling, talking, chopping it up. You know, everything is normal. I can still feel baby kicking, whatever. And then I didn't feel him moving, but I didn't think nothing of it, because in the story time I'm gonna tell y'all about my pregnancy experience, every appointment I went to, they could not find his heartbeat. But then after a while, they'll find it. Like, he moved around a lot. So I didn't feel him kicking, but I didn't think nothing of it. So the nurse came in after I got my epidural. My doctor broke my water. So after she broke my water, she said, okay, I'm gonna come back later and we're gonna put the peanut between your leg, or the peanut ball. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you had a baby, you know what I'm talking about. So the nurse came back in to give me the peanut ball, but first she wanted to find my baby heart rate. And I lie to y'all not, she was checking for like 5 minutes and she could not find it. And before she came in there, I told my mom, after my doctor broke my water, I kept telling my mom, like, it feel like TMI. I was like, it feel like his hand is down there. I know it's not his hand. And my mom was like, that's normal. I mean, they broke your water. It's just, you know, fluke, like, you know. So, but I knew I felt something, but I never been pregnant before, so I don't know. I mean, it probably is just, you know, my water just broke. It's just, but I did feel something. So my nurse, she was looking for his heartbeat and she couldn't find it. Remind y'all, no time within that have I panicked. Like, I didn't panic because, like I said, at every appointment I went to, they could never find his heartbeat until like after a while. So she's looking, she couldn't find his heartbeat. I'm looking over at my mom. I don't know why I'm looking at her, because like I said, I'm not panicking, but I could tell that my mom was panicking. But I'm just looking like, I don't even know why I looked over at her, but she was panicking. My boyfriend started looking over at me, looking like he was panicking. I'm just chilling, like, I'm like, I know they're gonna find it. Like, they're gonna find it. It's fine. It's fine. He's always playing. He's always rolling over. It's fine. It's fine. So my nurse is like, let me go get your doctor so she can do like an internal thingy to find his heartbeat, because it's he's probably just moving around, blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, that's what he's doing. So my doctor came in and she, you know, stuck her hand in me trying to find his heartbeat, and her eyes just got really big, and she was like, Erynn, I'm so sorry, but we're gonna have to do an emergency C-section. We have to get your baby out right now. Your umbilical cord has fallen through, which is causing your baby to lose oxygen. That's why she can't find the heartbeat. And she just kept apologizing. And as she's telling me this, I'm not really, I don't really know what to say. Like, I'm like, you know, like, what does this mean? Like, is the baby okay? Am I gonna be okay? Like, y'all, my baby woke. Y'all still can't see him. Hey, doo-doo. Hi. Hi. So I'm just like, is my baby gonna be okay? Am I gonna be okay? And she's not confirming, but she's not denying. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just like, I'm so sorry. Like, we gotta get you out right now. We gotta get this baby out right now. So the whole time I just keep looking at my mom and I keep looking at my boyfriend. Like, I need some type of confirmation. Like, I need for y'all to tell me that everything's gonna be okay. And they just not saying anything. Like, they just looking. And then my mom bust out crying and she just like, you gonna be okay? Everything's gonna be okay. And I'm just like, why am I getting emotional? And I'm just like, still, I don't want to panic because I don't want to stress myself, and I don't want to stress my baby out. So my mom crying, she like, you gonna be okay? And then I'm looking at my boyfriend, he just doing this. What is this? He like, you gonna be okay, baby, you gonna be okay, everything gonna be okay, we got you, we praying. I'm like, so they wheeling me out. Let's backtrack. When my doctor said that, I know the nurse ran out and 5 nurses like ran in my room. Everything was just happening so fast, and then they wheeled me out to the C-section room, I guess. I lie to y'all not, when they bust through them doors, it was 10 15 nurses, doctors, ready to go. So we get into the room, the C-section room. I don't woke my baby up. I told you I talk loud. We get into the C-section room. 3 on this side, 3 on the other side. They lift me up, lift me on the C-section bed, put the oxygen in my nose, put the little screen up, ready to go. They didn't even put me to sleep. Like, everything just happened so fast, and I kept blacking out. I kept throwing up. I kept hearing the doctor say, come on baby, come on baby. Like, she's talking to the baby like, come on baby, breathe. Like, she's just, and as she's saying all this stuff, I know I started crying, and I'm just praying. And I lied to y'all now. I told God, like, if this is how I'm going out, please just keep my baby covered. Like, if I'm about to die right now, my baby gotta live. Like, if it was choose, I automatically like told God, like, I choose him. And it's funny because before I got pregnant, I'm like, if it ever was a time where they'd be like, okay, you gotta choose yourself or the baby, I'm always like, I'm gonna choose myself. Like, y'all don't know this baby. But in that moment, I swear, I lied to you not. I'm like, God, if this is my way, if I'm about to die right now, or if you're asking me to choose, I choose him. Like, I made peace with it. Like, I just knew I was gonna die. Like, I kept blacking out, and like, it just happened so fast. And then they end up and I kept throwing up. That's the thing. So the doctor had to turn my head to the side to throw up, like, on the side. They had to put a suction in my mouth to suck out the throw up. I know this is a lot. If y'all don't want to watch, just click out, because this is too much information right now. But yeah, so I was just like, yeah, I'm about to die. It is what it is. I mean, I done made peace with the Lord. So they took the baby out. Bless you. Bless you. They took my baby out. I didn't hear him crying. They put him in the bed, like, on the other side of the room, which I could see. But it had like, he had like 6 doctors surrounding him. Like, they would not let me see him. And I don't know if it's because, I don't really know. Like, they were just blocking him. Like, I couldn't see him. So I broke down. I'm like, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't even know what to tell y'all, honestly. Like, I thought I lost my child. So I kept asking the doctor that was beside me. There was this one doctor that stood beside me the whole time. He was like, you're gonna be okay, you're gonna be okay. And that's the same one that turned my head. Matter of fact, that's the same one that gave me my epidural. I don't know where he came from, but he was in the room, like, talking to me the whole time, trying to calm me down. He was like, you're doing so good, you're not panicking. And it's like, I didn't have time to panic. Like, I didn't want my baby to stress, you know what I'm saying? So I'm asking him, is the baby okay? Is the baby okay? And he's like trying to change the subject. He's like, you're gonna be okay, just calm down. I'm like, is the baby okay? Like, stop telling me, is the baby okay? Like, y'all not telling me anything. I should sue. She's like, no, I'm not gonna sue, but is the baby okay? After like 5 minutes of them working on the baby, they finally bring him over to me. They finally bring him over to me, swaddled up, and they was like, he's healthy, he's perfect. And I just remember kissing his little cheeks, and I'm just like, and they're like, we about to go tell your family that you're okay, and we're about to give baby to daddy, so you know. And I'm like, okay, okay. So my doctor's stitching me up after, well, not stitching, but gluing me up or whatever. She's like, we're almost done, Erynn, so you can go see your baby, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay. So stitch me up. No, you okay? Yeah. So after she glued me up, she was like, you did so good, I'm so proud of you. We shed tears together. Like, it was too much. It was too much. And then I asked her, I was like, okay, be honest, what was that? Like, what was the chances of me and my baby? And she was like, it was a 50-50 chance for you and your baby. That's what she told me. So basically, I'm not even supposed to be making this video right now. I'm supposed to be dead. Really? That little boy behind me, he not supposed to be behind me right now. Really? Like, but God, like, all I was doing in that room was praying. And like I said, if all failed, I was like, I choose him. So after they finally glued me up, they rolled me to some room, and I could not stop shaking. I don't know if it was because I was cold, nervous, I don't know what it was, but I was just shaking. Like, I could not stop shaking. I was shaking. I was shaking to the point I couldn't even hold my baby. Like, my boyfriend was holding him, cheesing ear to ear. Was like, you want to hold on? I'm like, I can't. Like, you want me to drop? Like, I can't hold the baby right now. So I'm just like, let me see. I'm like, let me see. And so my boyfriend came, stood beside me holding the baby, and I was just so happy. And then I finally stopped shaking. I finally got to hold on, which I'm gonna put right here. And that's really it. So that's how I almost died. Then we had to, that June 15th was on a Tuesday. We couldn't leave until that Saturday because my blood pressure would not go down. Baby boy was good. After all that you put me through, he was discharged that Friday. That Thursday, actually. I couldn't leave until that Saturday, which the baby can't leave without the mom anyway. But still, he was good to go. I couldn't leave until Saturday because my blood pressure would not go down. Like, and I had to get a blood transfusion. I lost so much blood in that delivery room. If y'all could just see, it looked like Jason done came in. But that is my delivery and labor and delivery story. I hope you guys enjoyed. If anybody can relate, comment, let me know. If I have any pregnant or any mom subscribers, let a girl know. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe.
Subscribe.
And I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. Wait, y'all wanna see my baby, huh? I got y'all. Say hey, Papa. Say hey. Say hey, Papa. Say hey. Boy, you was not that hungry. But make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna see y'all in my next video.